Valerie, good morning. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everybody's safe and excited for the practice this morning. It's nice to have you. Hi, Emily. Era, good morning. And welcome to the garden. We're back in the garden today, everyone. So if you joined us a little bit later in the quarantine, I think somewhere in the middle, we were practicing here in the garden. So we are back at my home garden studio, which I just labeled that. It's basically a back area that I uh, took some grass out years ago and put in a patio and a pergola and grapevines and all this good stuff. So it's a pretty nice setting to have a practice in. We'll see how the I notice my mosquito friends are already starting to linger and come by. They're like, when I first come out here, I don't notice many mosquitoes, and then they start to sense that there's food, and then they start coming around. So we'll see. Hopefully, they're not too bad today. How's everybody doing? You want to put anything in the chat? Let me know how you're feeling, what your life is like processing right now. Thank everybody to for joining us or joining me last night in the detox practice. You know, it's not always the easiest path to find yourself to your mat when there's a lot going on and a lot of energy, but that's kind of what we're building and have been building into our routine during the pandemic is to find that not automatic but just subconscious switch, if you will, where you know head to your mat and invest ourselves in breath. James, Jojo, good morning. Anya, Brad, good morning, you guys. Sherry, good morning. Same to you. I hope you have a great day. PJ, Debo, welcome, you guys. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Jojo. Hope everything's okay with the surgery. Yeah, so thanks to everybody too yesterday. There was really, it was beyond, obviously the studio and beyond our community, but the Fairfax district, which we sit just outside of, where the studio is located, was a kind of an area that was penetrated pretty hard with looting on Saturday evening. And yesterday, it was just beautiful to see everybody coming out and supporting the cleanup efforts. So the studio's all cleaned up. It's so we tucked her in last night and boarded up some broken glass and whatnot. But everything is good. Everybody's safe, and um, we want to continue to support this movement and protesting that's going on in the most peaceful way possible. Erica, Jason, hope you guys are well. Hey, Bri Rai. Josh, good morning. Ari, welcome back to the garden. Booner, doing well? Doing well, bud. We're here. Hope you're doing well too. Oh, thanks, Josh. Appreciate you. Thanks again, Erica. Sending the love right back. I said on detox last night, you guys, you have these visions and um, kind of your platform of thought for things like a yoga studio, and you put out words, but then it really takes your actions and the people that come to the studio's actions to really fulfill that vision. And I've always thought and tried to act in a way where the studio can really be an open space for everybody. And when you say everybody, I mean everybody, all energies, and that we don't have to, fake ourselves when we come to the studio. We don't have, if we're not feeling well, you can go to the studio and not feel well. You don't have to be the chippiest version and happiest person, or you can be. So just showing up as authentically as we possibly can, and that the studio would be a space to, kind of hold all energy as a portal. It's not really about that physical structure. It obviously contains us and supports us in a way where we can practice there, but more of that portal energy. So that's, what flowed through on Saturday with, the beautiful power and movement that is taking place for equality, and racism in our country and in our world. Part of that was the energy that came through, and that's what, the vision is. So it came through, and I say it can, wipe out some of the material stuff, but we know that's not important at all. What's important are people's lives and how you're feeling and how everybody's feeling in their minds, and when we're by ourselves, and if we're carrying this fear and insecurity around with us in our lives, then that's coming out in our actions. And so I hope that the practice can continue to support us, and as we've talked about in the pandemic, supporting us locally, starting with ourselves and then expanding that globally. So we are here on our mat, and it is a beautiful opportunity to do so. Hi, PG. Teddy, Tanya, hope you guys are doing well. I know you're downtown in LA. Pedro, good morning. John, good morning. Yes, back in the garden, Amy. Nice to be here. Margot, good morning. Yeah, the area, I think the Fairfax district was much more peaceful. It was relatively peaceful, or mostly peaceful last night. But then it's like, Santa Monica and Long Beach and other areas were experiencing, a lot of what we had experienced the night before, and then other parts of the country. And it's just it's really waking everybody up. So again, it's one thing to talk about it, and it's another thing to actually live in it. So let's stay in that framework as we guide ourselves in the yoga life philosophy, and keep uplifting the spirit in ourselves and in each other. And if we need anything and want to connect, we're here. You guys are all connecting. I see, whether it's on the live chat or off the live chat. So let's continue to connect. It's very important right now. Terry, good morning. Elizabeth, good morning. Derek Dalton, good morning. Yeah, so Ari says, are we doing it without music again this morning? By the way, last night's silence was super intense, and it has never been that quiet in this part of LA ever. So we are going to, from my perspective, practice in silence. If you, or without music, if you wanted to stream a playlist, you could pick any fit playlist that is on my Spotify. You're welcome to do that. I'm not going to make you practice without music. However, I will not be practicing with music. I'm going to continue as I did last night, offer the space, and so that we can listen. And when you practice without music, there is a greater potential that you're going to hear some of these things that are rumbling inside of you, and it's part of that process of awakening. So that's what's being presented. I'm not tied to it. I don't judge you. If you want music, take a playlist. However, I didn't go down, because for me to make a playlist, it has to be something that is authentic and that is a layer energetically to the experience. So I can't just put on some music and then teach you guys from that, because I wouldn't have a blended relationship with it. Angela, love you. Thank you so much for the message yesterday. Hi, Caddy. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and lie down onto your back, please, in Shavasana. Let your legs be long. Rest your arms by your sides with your palms facing up. New day, Anil. You're right, bud. Welcome back. And sorry I missed you guys yesterday morning, that I wasn't online with a class. I love that 10 a.m. Sunday morning, but we were up at the studio and taking care of some things there. All right, let's start in Shavasana. If you're not there yet, release and relax the legs and the arms and the back and the shoulders. Let's start with a sigh. Then open your mouth and sigh, exhale, release all the air from your body. And if you want to rock out on the back of your head, turn your chin side to side, that could feel good. I'm assuming if there's any issues now, so I'm hoping that I'm coming through nice and clear. Actually, I might turn the volume up just a bit because I'm outside again. And then let your head come back to center. Soften to the release in the back of your jaw. If you take the tip of your tongue, roll it around the inside of your lips. And then with your eyes closed and your tongue softening towards the back of your throat, let's continue this practice of listening. You notice the breath as it rises and on your next inhale, open your eyes. Seal your lips and so that your exhale comes out through your nose. Bend your legs so that your feet come flat onto the mat. Keep your hips where they are. Just walk your feet over towards the right side edge of your mat. And bring the ankles together and then roll. Lift your feet up and roll your knees down to the left. And so the knees touch, the ankles touch. And your thighs are roughly parallel towards the top edge of your mat. Take your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. It'll be easier for your left shoulder to ground. Squeeze your knees together. And through your breath, especially on the exhale, see if you can get your right elbow to draw back a little bit closer towards your mat. And you'll feel that underneath your shoulder blade and across your chest with your lips sealed. Take 3 breaths here. And keep your knees together. On your next exhale, hover your head off the ground. Squeeze the knees and draw your chin towards your chest. And so you're engaging and you should feel the oblique muscle, the side strength of your belly. And without pulling on your head, feel your head pressing gently into your hands. And stay with your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your head back down, roll your knees up, and set your feet flat. Feel the release of the twist. Take a deep breath in. And if you'd like a light sigh, go ahead and exhale it out. And hips stay where they are. Walk your feet over to the left. And release the hands from behind your head as you set up the legs. Roll your knees down to the right. So ankles touch, inner knees touch. Thighs roughly parallel to the top of your mat. Now you can take the hands back behind the head. And your right shoulder should feel heavy. And for most of us, the left shoulder is lifted. So you point out through your left elbow. And start to work with your breath in the exhale and to draw your elbow and the back of your forearm closer to the ground. Seal your lips, breathe in through your nose and out. And stay connected to your inner thighs. On your next exhale, go ahead and hover your head. And feel it, the knees got to be together, chin towards your chest, and you'll feel the side strength of your waist, your oblique. Keep your breath flowing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your head back down and gently roll your knees back up. And release the hands by your sides. Draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice big morning squeeze. And you may feel back. That would be pretty normal. Give yourself a little rock side to side on your sacrum. Make circles with your knees. You can go count. And then change the direction and circle your knees clockwise. And bring your knees back to lifted, shins parallel to the floor. Interlace the fingers behind your head. And take an inhale here. Hover your shoulders off the ground. Exhale, bring your knees in and turn your elbows in to touch your knees. Inhale, lower halfway, elbows go out wide. Exhale, elbows to knees, keep your low back flat. Let's go. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, knees to elbows. Inhale, lower. Exhale, knees to elbows. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, bring it up. Go for 5. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Stay here. Close the eyes. Lips sealed. Keep the breath moving. Feel this ball of energy in your belly. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2, and slowly release your feet down. And release the hands, roll over onto your right side, and make your way into a tabletop. And you'll release the belly strength in a cow pose. Knees hip width apart, fingertips spread, hands shoulder width. And drop the belly, lift the tail, and then as the chest comes forward, the shoulders roll back. Or you would say the shoulders roll back so that the chest can come forward and gaze out in front. Feel the tops of your feet, and you should have a sweet sensation. You know, when you work the core, it's pretty darn universal. People can be more flexible in their hips and their shoulders, and so creating different extents of the shapes when you're moving in the postures. But when you work the core, pretty much everybody and feels the same thing at the same time. And firm to your hands, take your gaze down, and then start to roll your belly in, tailbone down towards your knees, cat pose. You might be a little bit more sensitive into your lower back, so take it slow. Inhale, drop the belly, come forward through the chest, shoulders back, cow. Exhale, tuck the chin, pull your belly in, tailbone to your knees, and cat. One more like that. Inhale to extend. Exhale, tuck the chin around through the spine. And so it's a great way to wake up. Inhale, flat back. Step your right foot back, left foot back, come into a high plank, and that is to work the core. Build a practice from the core. Feel the core of your body, not only in relation now to your belly, but your thighs and your upper back as you firm your hands. And try to pull your forearms towards each other. And you'll feel the strength in your upper back turn on. Press down through the balls of your feet. Kick through your heels and feel your inner thighs lift ever so slightly. Now you've got your firm belly. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your bum, press back into a downward facing dog. And stagger your feet roughly hip-width distance apart. And I guess it works a little bit better if your mind thinks inner hip-width distance apart, your feet will actually probably end up hip-width distance apart. And if you start your mind with hip-width distance, then your feet are probably outer hip-width distance. So try that on. And keep the hands firm. Draw your forearms in towards each other. And with your lips sealed, meet the stillness of your body relatively. Watch your breath move through it. And take 3 inhales and 3 exhales. And soften and shorten the back body. Put a little bend to your knees. Bring your gaze forward. And take as many steps as you'd like. Bring your feet all the way up to your hands. Narrow the stance. Bring your big toes together with a little space in between your heels. And soften the chin. Drop the head. Little tack of your belly in as you're in your forward fold. So everybody put a deeper bend to your legs so your butt comes down. And creating shorter back body. Now interlace the fingers behind your low back. Soften your chin as you get a grip. Roll your shoulders back, opening your chest, and then any amount, and start to straighten your arms. And that'll draw your thumbs away from your bum. Stay active through your feet. And support balance through your legs, little to less grip in your toes and your jaw. And breathe in and breathe out, please. Keep the head heavy. Bring your thumbs back to your bum. Soften the grip, hands back to the mat. And feel that in your arms, head, neck, and shoulders. Hands to your shins. Inhale, lift halfway. Pull your heart through. Exhale, fold, chest to your knees, hands to the mat. Press through your feet. Inhale, rise. Sweep and circle the arms. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your chin into your chest. Okay, let's work from the core, everybody. Have a great practice. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step your feet back, come into a high plank. Okay, your core is in your back, your belly and your legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway, turn your elbows in. Lower your chest all the way down to the ground, untuck your toes. Elbows stay into your sides. Lift your heart, baby cobra pose. Soften the chest. Exhale, come back down to the ground. And press through the feet. Inhale, roll your chest up, baby cobra. And think just like your cow pose. And then exhale, lower back down, neutral spine. One more time. Inhale to extend. Roll the heart up. And shoulders down. Exhale, soften the chest. Press through your hands, come back into a child's pose, knees on the ground. Keep the arms active, spread your fingertips wide. And take a deeper breath, and at the end of your exhale, draw your belly in. Following inhale, rise up to a tabletop. And weight into your left knee, step your right foot in between your hands. And make some distance between your knees. So you take your left knee back, square your hips, use the ground, press down through the top of your left foot. Walk your hands up to your right thigh. And as you lift your heart, roll your shoulders down. Again, just like your cow pose, but now you're front facing. Soft seal to your lips, gentle in your approach. And as you increase the lunge and feel the sensations. It could be your right hamstring, into your bum, could be your left thigh, up into your hip flexors, sensitivity in your knee. Ground down through your front heel. With your inhale, reach your arms up over your head. And just like we started, take the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers. Lengthen up through the spine, head to hands, breathe in. Exhale, belly button draws, left elbow to your right knee like a Yogi Bicycle, twist and crunch. Inhale, come back up. Use the strength in your back. Look forward. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Twist, belly in, crunch. Inhale, come back up, front face. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunch. Beauty. Inhale, rise back up. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down onto the mat. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, lift your left knee. Step your right foot back. Exhale, bend your arms. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra pose. Exhale, lower your chest down. Push back, child's pose. Keep your arms active. Feel your low back. Feel your hips on the right side. And start to feel the energy work. And filling your lungs, now feeding your body muscularly. Inhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. You make the space. Slide your right knee back. Feel the sensations. And walk your hands up to your left thigh. Elbows in, shoulders down so your chest can draw up just like your cow pose. Notice if your back ankle is sickling, just means that it's twisting and your toes are pointing in. Turn your big toe out. And that'll change the relationship to your hip. Tailbone down, belly in with breath. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, put your hands on the back of your head. Interlace your fingers. And feel the length. Inhale through the crown of your head. Belly button in. Exhale, right elbow to your left knee like a Yogi Bicycle crunch. Inhale, rise back to center. Square, look forward. Exhale, right elbow to your left knee, crunch. One more. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, right elbow to your left knee, crunch. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Reach your arms up. Shoulders down. Lunge into your hips. Exhale, bring your gaze and hands to the mat. Inhale, tuck your right toes. Lift the knee. Step your left foot back. Exhale, lower halfway. Listen, Yogi Push-Up. Feel the legs. Inhale, straighten the arms back to plank. Exhale, lift your bum into a down dog. Separate your feet so they're hip-width distance apart. And seal your lips. So a little more energy again from your belly. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Draw your pelvis back. Lift the inner thigh. So your right ankle is flexed and you're kicking back through the heel. Exhale, bring your right knee into your nose. Arms straight, squeeze. Inhale, kick your right leg back and up. Exhale, right knee to your nose, squeeze. Inhale, kick it back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose, step your right foot through. Bend your left leg, take an inhale, rock back. Exhale, light step, left foot to the top. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Take it up. Inhale, rise, interlace the fingers on top. And release the index, ground down through your feet. Breathe in. Exhale, side bend to the left. So you're opening through your right side body. Use the strength of your left oblique. And that low belly into your core. Keep your ribs in. And ground down into your heels. Pull your wrist back a little bit further in space. You'll feel that. And pause the gaze, but keep your breath moving. 3 breath cycles here, active in the belly. You're probably feeling it in the muscles in between your ribs. All good for the breath. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And feel your feet. Keep your chest proud. Breathe in. And bend your legs. Sit back into your hips. Thighs strong. Inhale, proud chest. Left elbow outside your right thigh. And Pardavita Utkatasana. Twisted chair. Palms together. Slide your thumbs down in towards your chest. And keep your neck long, and so that your gaze is twisting but rotating at the same dimension as your sternum, your breastplate bone. Inhale, stay long. In patience through your exhale, look down to your feet. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward fold, take your hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, feel your body. Bend your knees, plant, step back into your high plank, high push-up. Strong thighs, feel your back, take an inhale. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. And so feel your pelvis. Your inner thighs draw back. Your outer hips pull back. And your hands create that perspective because they're grounding down, pressing forward. Right foot stays. Inhale, left leg lifts. Keep the pelvis back. Sometimes it wants to come forward, so you're lifting the heel higher. Don't worry about that. Flex the ankle. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Step your left foot through. Bend your right leg. Inhale, rock back. And core step. Exhale, right foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms, reach up, interlace the fingers. And release the index, twist the elbows in. And tailbone down, draw with breath. Exhale, side bend to the right. Feel the right side oblique, strengthen your belly. And your right hand is squeezing your left hand and drawing the wrist up and then over, slide the wrist back. You'll feel that. And steady your gaze, feel the movement of the breath, the prana, the flow. And with your inhale, rise slowly to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Palms in prayer, take an inhale. And bend your legs, sit back into your hips. Weight in the heels, inhale, proud chest. Exhale, rotate, right elbow outside your left thigh through your spine. And slide the back of your heart through. It's more of a slide and versus a lift. And strength and containment is more of a draw versus a flex. And thumb sliding into your heart, left hand into your right. And head stays up. And feel the containment in your core as you take your gaze down. With your inhale, rise and reach, come all the way back up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, take your hands down to your mat. Good job. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, bend the knees, step back into your high plank. Connect to your belly, take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway, nice and slow. Yogi Push-Up, inhale, straight arms. Exhale, lower halfway. And press back up, straight arms. Exhale, lower halfway. From the breath, 2 more, straight arms. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, lower halfway. Push up, straight arms, take a breath. Exhale, lower halfway to flow. Tops of the feet, strong legs. Inhale, sweep the heart up, shoulders back. Exhale, lift your hips. And feel all of this space so far, downward facing dog. Keep your hands and feet where they are in your down dog. You might add a little sway, transferring weight from the right hand to the left hand. And work some out finite stress in your shoulders and around your neck. And keep rolling the shoulders away from your ears, elbows in, back to center, big toes touch. Inhale, lift your heels up. Bend your knees, exhale, walk or light hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up, palms face. Exhale, bend your legs, sit down into your chair. And butt low, wrist lift, take an inhale. Exhale, dive, forward fold, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, draw the belly. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Firm your hands, take an inhale. Exhale, roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Squeeze your right oblique, keep the hip up, and then float your left arm to the sky. You do not have to lift your gaze. Feel the leg strength. Slide your neck long through the crown, then you can turn your gaze sideways. Nice. Breathe in, strong top arm. And look down, bring your left hand back to the mat. Square yourself to plank, take an inhale. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Left foot down, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow or above. Inhale, kick back and up, straight arms. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow, twist. Inhale, kick back up. Exhale, step, right foot all the way through. Feel your feet. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up, crescent. Exhale, warrior two, pivot your back heel down into the lunge. Inhale, reverse your warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, windmill your hands, opening, pivot your back heel high, step back to your plank. Take a deep breath in, shoulders stack. Exhale, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Right hip on top, look down, support the shoulder, lift that bottom hip, reach your right arm up. So if you're really feeling it in your bottom shoulder, you might want to take your hand forward on your mat. You could be putting too much weight into the joint. Keep your legs strong, firm your ribs in. Take your gaze down, bring your right hand back to the ground. In your high plank, inhale. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. Right foot down, inhale, left leg lifts from the inner thigh. Exhale, left knee, left elbow or above. Inhale, kick it back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow, twist. Inhale, kick it back and up. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Feel your feet. Inhale, rise through your trunk. Exhale, warrior two, back heel down into the lunge, arms in a T. Inhale, reverse your warrior two. Stay with your lunge legs. Exhale, windmill your hands down, pivot your back heel high, step back into your plank, big toes together. Exhale, lift your bum into your down dog. Feel the hands, lift your heels. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up, palms face. Exhale, bend your legs back to where we started. Full circles, everyone. In your Utkatasana. And squeeze the inner thighs. Lift your butt an inch. Lower it 3. Lift it an inch. Lower it 3. One more, up an inch. And down 3. Now stay active in your arms. Ribs in. Breathe for 5. 4. 3. 2. Straight legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, interlace the fingers on the back half of the head. And lower your chin, pull your ribs in, tailbone down. And feel your feet lengthen to your crown. And draw your chest up, and then pull your elbows back, just like we started. And that twist on the ground when I was saying pull your forearms back towards the ground. And breathe right into your heartbeat. You should be able to feel it. And strong in your legs, lightness and peace in your eyes. Slowly bring your gaze forward. Inhale, your arms rise. Watch it soften. Exhale, dive forward, fold, bend your knees to support your low back. Soften your chin, take a breath in, separate your feet hip width. Exhale, hook your big toes with your peace fingers. And thighs turned on. Inhale, pull your heart through like a cow pose. Exhale, draw with your arms, and your chest should be on your thighs, elbows wide. And chin down. Now start to squeeze it out, straightening the legs. In balance, you can close the eyes and seal your lips and breathe right into the sensation. And keep listening. Bend your knees, release your toes. Open the eyes, hands to the mat. Flat back on the inhale, lengthen the spine, feel it. Hands down, step back into your high plank. And broaden your plank legs, separate your feet so they're mat width distance apart. Spread out through your fingertips, and again, if your wrists are just in front of your shoulders, and you're going to put less weight into that joint. And keep your head up. We'll do the first one walking. So your left foot comes into the midline, right foot to the midline, big toes touch. And then your left foot goes out to the edge of your mat, right foot goes back out to the edge of your mat. Okay, with your breath, you take an inhale, and then exhale, left toes in, right toes in. Okay, left toes out, right toes out. Keep your breath going, and then walk your feet in this fashion. In, out, out. In, out, out. Shoulders stay relatively still. And then once you've got it going walking, if you want to hop it, you go out, in, out, in, out, in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back into your downward facing dog. Seal your lips, take a deep breath into your chest, roll your gaze forward, bend your knees, everybody from your belly, take 2 steps to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Big sigh, exhale, let it out. And seal your lips, little bend to your knees. And collect yourself in your breath with your mind. And then eagle wrap in your forward fold, left arm under your right arm. And if that's too much, just grab for opposite shoulders. Lift halfway up. Slowly rise, come all the way up to stand. Feel your eagle arms. Lift your heart. Elbows down, breathe into your back. This one can be a little emotional. And breathe into it. Feel the balance. Open the eyes. And then bend your legs like Utkatasana and wrap your left leg over your right leg. And stay humble. The hips might be a little bit higher today than you're used to. That's okay. And then you're breathing, and if you're moving to that edge, and bend your standing leg more. And keep the shoulders stacked rather than rounding forward. And feel the breath moving up and down your spine. And standing leg from the inner thigh, rise slowly, lift your left knee in front. And step your left foot down, release your arms by your sides. Inhale, circle the arms up, they should feel lighter. Exhale, bend your legs, hands to your heart and twist. Left elbow outside your right thigh. And draw your thumbs in, set the chair twist. Feel your core, belly in, take your gaze down. All the weight into your right heel. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. And tuck the toes, pull your heart forward. Slide your shoulders back, and as you exhale, go ahead and rotate into your lunge twist. Feel any tightness in your outer right thigh. Lift up through the back of your left knee. Ground with your gaze. Soften in your stability for 3, 2. Gaze and hands to the mat, and take an inhale. Keep your spine long. Exhale, draw your hips back, and straighten your front leg out. Just like your cow, pull your heart through, shoulders away from your ears. And breathe into your hamstring, take an inhale. Standing splits, bend your front leg, lift your back foot off the ground. Crawl your hands forward, place them under your shoulders. Now work your right leg straight. Look in between your thumbs. Kick through your back heel so your pelvis draws back. Your inner thigh lifts up like a 3-legged dog. And scoop the low belly in. See if you can make some space in your right hip crease. And by drawing your belly in and activating your quad, ball of your right foot down. Slowly bring your left foot next to your right. Soft bend to your knees. Inhale, humble your chin. Exhale, flutter your lips, let it go. And feeling that right side, let's go. Right arm under your left arm, eagle arms. In the forward fold, bend the knees. Use the back. Inhale, start to rise. All the way up as you straighten your legs, tailbone down. And firm to your feet, eagle arms. You're welcome to close your eyes and feel. If it's emotional, that is pretty normal. Open the eyes, weight into your left foot. Inhale, draws your right knee up. Exhale as you wrap it over your left thigh and begin to bend your standing leg, neutral spine, shoulders over your hips. Good focus, concentration. Standing leg, inner thigh, rise slowly, lift your right knee up. Step your right foot down, release your arms by your sides. Nice and light, inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bend your legs, hands to your heart. And twist, right elbow outside your left thigh. And draw your pelvis back, roll your tailbone down, keep bending at the knees. And feel the navel to your spine. Take the gaze down and the twist all the way into your left foot. And get light through your right heel. Exhale, float, step your right foot all the way back. Tuck the toes. And re-lengthen your spine. Before you twist the gaze, or before you turn the gaze, and then as you rotate the rib cage, and bring your gaze back to your fingertips. And draw the spread in between your knees. Even if that means lifting your pelvis up ever so slightly. On your exhale, bring your gaze and hands to the mat. And support a long spine. Inhale. Exhale, hips back, straighten your front leg. And so we got to digest and process and move all of this energy through our body. Rather than letting it sit and stagnate. In this movement and flow and the positive perspective, feel your belly, you got your core all together. And you come forward, lift your right leg, standing splits. Crawl your hands under your shoulders. Now work your left leg straight. Kick through your right heel so your pelvis comes back. Even if it's just a half an inch, then you'll feel that more. Look between your thumbs. And keep your navel drawn in. Create some space in your left hip crease. And slowly step your right foot down next to your left foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen your spine. Flutter your lips. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your legs. Feel your hamstrings and glutes. Butt rolls under to reach your arms up. Utkatasana chair. And should feel good. Draw your belly. Super powerful here in your chair. And sitting back, sitting down. Ribs in. The more you roll your butt under, the higher you lift your wrist. Squeeze straight through your elbows. Spread your fingertips for 3, 2. Press through your feet. Inhale, rise, empowered. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, pull your heart through. Plant the hands, step back, exhale into your high plank, high push-up. And take an inhale here. Exhale, Yogi Push-Up, lower halfway down. Inhale, back to plank, outer edge of your right foot, we spin. Exhale, reach your left arm up, pull your belly in. Inhale, look down, we come back to plank. Exhale, lower, Yogi Push-Up, elbows in. Inhale, straight arms to plank. Exhale, outer edge of your right foot, reach your right arm up. Inhale, we come back to plank. Exhale, Yogi Push-Up, lower halfway. Inhale, back to plank, listen. Exhale, lower, Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog, shoulders back, legs strong. Exhale, feel your hips. Low spine and back in downward facing dog. 3 inhales and exhales, soften your gaze on one spot. And finish the exhale. Keep your gaze still and soft. Left foot down. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, open your right hip. And keep your right elbow twisting in. Press through your left palm and draw your right knee up like you're pointing it towards the ceiling. You're going to pivot on the fulcrum of the left hip. That is fixed. Roll your right hip down. Bring your right knee into your nose. Step your right foot through. And pivot your back heel down flat. You got warrior two legs. Feel your feet. Inhale, windmill the arms up. Shoulders stack. Feel your core. Light eyes over your right wrist. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, right forearm onto your right thigh. So just behind the knee, sweep your left arm down all the way through like side angle, bicep over the ear. Firm your right forearm into your thigh. Press down through your back heel. Align your right glute behind your knee. Look at your front big toe. And on your exhale, reach your right arm forward, palms face. And your right fingertips should be reaching out further than your left fingertips, lengthening your right side body. Use the strength in your upper back. Firm your front foot. Inhale, rise. Straighten your front legs, arms up. Exhale, arms into a T. Hips back, legs straight, slide forward. And now you're ready. Right hand outside your right foot to the mat. If not, put it on your ankle or put it on your shin. Stack the left shoulder on top as you roll your tailbone in. And the option is to lift your heart and slide your gaze up to your left hand. Feel your back heel. Tailbone down. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lunge into your warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior, right arm up. Exhale, windmill your hands down, listen, back heel high. Lunge and twist, take your right arm up towards the sky. And keep your head up, slowly turn the gaze. Right hand, make peace fingers, please. Take them down, hook your right big toe. Stagger your left hand forward and out. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot, and then hover your right foot, holding on to your big toe. Lift your bottom hip. It's everything you've done, and then slowly begin to straighten your top leg. Any amount, rolling your left hip under. Kick through your right heel for 3, 2, 1. Bend the leg, release the toe, look down, pivot back to plank. Exhale, lift your bum into your down dog. Feel your right side, heel heavy. Twist the elbows in, work that stability through your back. Seal your lips with your inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open your left hip. Turn your left elbow back in, press through your right palm. And that'll draw your left knee, inner thigh high to the sky. And use the strength in your right quad and the fulcrum of the right hip. You're going to turn your left hip down square. Exhale, step your left foot all the way in between your hands. Pivot your right heel down. Set your lunge legs. Tailbone under. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two, arms. And shoulders on top. Turn your gaze over your left wrist. More weight in the outer edge of your back foot versus the inner edge. Lighten the toes. Slide your reach forward. Left forearm to your left thigh. Sweep your right hand down, arms straight, and it comes all the way out in front, bicep over your ear. Keep the head up versus down. Towards your front big toe, and then draw your hip in behind the knee. Firm to your belly on your exhale. Reach your left arm forward. Lengthening your side bodies. Your left fingertips are going to be further out than your right. And stay with your core. It's a core practice. As you inhale, rise slowly, straight legs, arms reach up. Exhale, take your arms out into a T. Hips back, slide. You're ready. Reach forward. Left hand down outside your left foot. Touch the mat. If not, hand on your ankle or your shin. Right arm is straight up. Stack the shoulders. Work the left hip in. And ground the back heel. And then as you rotate through your rib cage, if the eyes can softly look up at your right thumb, go for it. And back heel grounds, belly in, slow motion, inhale, rise back up, arms into a T, shoulder stack. Exhale, bend your front leg, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior two, reach up and back. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat, back heel high, right hand down, twist, reach your left arm up. Take your left hand, make peace fingers, look down at your left foot. Peace fingers to your big toe. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Press the mat away, lift your left foot off the ground. And bottom hip is elevated, and then you can stay or kick out straight up through your left heel. And for 3, 2, 1, bend the leg, look down, slowly come back into your plank. High push-up, breathe in. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. Take it out of your shoulders, lower the knees. Child's pose, please. Forehead to the mat. Seal your lips. And breathe into your body. When you inhale, rise up to all fours. Crawl your knees forward, swing your legs around in front of you. So feet to the top of your mat, and then go ahead and lie down onto your back, please. Bend your legs, feet flat once you lie down. And rest your hands onto your belly. You're welcome to close your eyes. And hopefully feel less resistance in your chest, in your anxieties, in your fears, in more fulfillment in your hearts, in your love, in your hope, in your equality. And ground down into the feet, open the eyes. And feet hip width, arms by your side, setting up for bridge. Roll your hips up, interlace the fingers beneath you. Walk your shoulder blades under and so that your upper back is flat. Squeeze the hands, press the pinky side of your palms down. And as you exhale, push your hips forward and roll your inner thighs up. That's going to create more space for your low back in a bridge than you can stay in, and for much longer than you ever thought you could. And keep your tailbone pointing to your knees. Slowly soften your grip and roll down one vertebra at a time from your upper back into your middle back. Flatten your lower back and ground your hips. Soften the feet, release the glutes. Take a deep breath in and let a big breath out. Okay, round 2, hover your bum. Interlace the fingers beneath you. And shoulder blades in, upper back flat. You want to keep your gaze steady on one spot above you. And you take your pelvis forward towards your feet and then roll the inner thighs up. And so you feel nothing in your low back. It's a good pose and to create traction for your low spine. Pull your pinky fingers down into the ground. And breathe into the chest and the openness in your shoulders. With your exhale, soften the grip, upper back, middle spine, low back, and hips. You feel the breath scoot your bum down closer towards your feet. A one wheel pose. Even if you don't go all the way up, let's head in this direction. The setup, reach your arms towards your ceiling or sky. Your wrists are flexed. Flip your right hand so it becomes by your ear, flat into the mat, and your elbow points up. Take your left hand, flip it to the mat, put it beside your ear. Okay, now turn your middle fingers out. This will accommodate tight shoulders, and work the heels of your hands flat to the mat first. And drawing your ribs in so you're not lifting the ribs up. This might be enough. If it's really intense in your shoulders and your wrists, and ground down through your feet, strengthen your legs, press into your hands, and then go ahead and press up. Take the top of your head onto the ground. Reset your hands, make sure there's no slip. Pressing down, hands and feet. On your exhale, go ahead and rise any amount and breathe. Use your legs. Focus, draw for 3, 2, and tuck the chin, lower, slow, upper back lands, and then middle spine, lower back, all the way to your hips. And you might want to slide your butt up a little bit and release your legs long, let your arms go by your sides. And feel the rebound, feel the openness from your back bending practice. And feeling, listening where you're at right now, blink your eyes open. And bend your legs once again, interlace the fingers behind the head like we started. Hover your feet so your shins are parallel to the floor. Let your low back flatten into the mat as you lift your head off of it. And right knee stays, left leg kicks out straight. Exhale, left elbow to your right knee, Yogi Bicycle. Low back heavy, inhale to center. Right leg straight, exhale, right elbow to your left knee. Okay, really slow. Inhale to center. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left to right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow to left. Inhale, come back to center. Float your arms by your sides. Turn your palms so they're facing the mat, and then start to pump your arms up and down. 10. Squeeze your belly button in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your arms there. Bring your feet down onto the mat. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, roll, arms by your sides, crunch, chin to your chest. Inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, roll, arms by your sides, chin to your chest. 3 more, nice and concentrated. And through your 6-pack, exhale, roll, chin to your chest. Inhale, last 2. Exhale, roll. Inhale, last 1. Exhale, roll. Keep your head up. Feel your feet. Take your left ankle to your right thigh. And bring your left hand through the front, in between your legs. Interlace the fingers onto your right shin. Okay, now while you're here, feel the release in your belly. And on your exhale, roll from your lower back into your middle spine, into your upper spine, and let your head come down. Thread the needle, close the eyes, take 3 breaths on this side. And draw with your belly, lift your head. Engage your core as you release your grip, and then switch the legs. Left ankle to your right thigh. Right arm reaches through from the front. Interlace onto your left shin. Hips are heavy, low back is heavy. And as you exhale, soften the belly, come through your middle spine. Lower through your upper spine. And let your head come all the way down onto the ground. And draw to the belly as you hover the head off the mat. And soften the grip, and then release both of your feet down. Head to the ground, soles of your feet come together. And as you exhale, let your knees fall apart. And take your arms out and over your head like cactus arms. And go ahead and take a breath, and on your exhale, you can do a soft or a big release in the sigh, whatever feels best for you. And let your breath go, let your belly go. And relax in this shape. And please allow your legs to straighten out onto your mat. Make any adjustments in your hips. Bring your arms down by your sides. Turn your palms to face up. And we'll come into our final resting pose today, Shavasana. And the breath is still loosening, and from the active nature and how it was driving and motivating and concentrating this effort through your core today, and just continue to let it soften. And so what you do is patiently observe every time an exhale comes by and it becomes a little bit softer, a little bit longer, and perhaps a little bit more quiet, until eventually the breath itself becomes part of the silence. You think of your core like the center of the wheel, and then you have all the spokes that go out from the center. Rather than listening to all the spokes and what they have to say, this practice takes us into the center of that wheel, and so that we can listen from here. encourage you and invite you to rest here. I hope that we can continue to engage in peace, in love, with focus and drive and motivation and passion, all of it from right here. And as the distractions come, there's a force field of energy that we simply label as distractions and external influence, that we can see through an understanding, right? It's not only where we stand right now. It's where everybody stands. And this life is more about the blend, the connection, the unity of everybody, of every person. That's yoga, but it's got to come through each person as self-realization. So have a beautiful day, everybody. I thank you for your practice. I look forward to sharing the space, breathing and practicing with you again this evening at 7:30 for detox. Great turnout last night. Please send that class. These are free classes. Send it around to your friends and to your family and say, please just join me, right? Everybody can do the detox. I understand flow can be a little bit more tricky if you're just getting into it and listening and you can't see anybody else around you, but detox, everybody can participate. It's a beautiful mindfulness meditation, the way that we guide it. Okay? Peace, love. Reach out if you need anything to myself, Stacy, each other. We love you so much. Namaste.